Hey, welcome everyone to the Yuri and Alby Living Life in the City podcast. Thanks again for listening and supporting us. I just want to today, maybe we're going to talk about places that we like to shoot and where we like to shoot, kind of give some hot spots and all that stuff. So we're going to start with Yuri today. Why don't you share one of the spots that you like to shoot at?
Hey everybody, thanks. Well, we will be talking about many different places here in BC, but today I want to highlight one of my favorite places to visit here in British Columbia, which is Tofino. And
Nice.
we love Tofino. As a family, we've been there plenty of times, and I think it's one of our favorite places to go to pretty much in the world. And we've traveled around. The sunsets, the beaches, the surfers, the rainforest, even the trip towards Tofino, we love it. Everything is just magical about Tofino. If we could, we would buy a sweet spot at the beach there in Tofino, build our own cabin, and move there. No kidding.
Yeah, and do some storm watching or something, right?
Oh, yeah, we've done that, and that is just crazy amazing.
Really, eh?
Yeah,
I
if you
haven't
take a
been
look,
there. I haven't
you
been
haven't
there.
been there.
No, not in storm season. I haven't been there in storm season.
Yeah, well, any season, it's an all-round destination, right?
Yeah.
Tofino, you just go and it is pretty much amazing, stunning, and perfect to take beautiful pictures. If you take a look at my Instagram feed, you will find plenty of shots taken in and around Tofino, and some even in black and white, and even those are just absolutely stunning images. I feel
Hmm.
that they're stunning. There are so many reasons to visit Tofino, but as you say, if you haven't yet been, especially during the storm watching season, then I would say, what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
You should just go and check it out, and there won't be any regrets. So my favorite shots in Tofino are absolutely my reflection shots.
Yes.
I
Some
mentioned that
nice.
before that those are kind of my signature shots, or at least I try to develop them in that way. And I'm always looking for a possibility to shoot a stunning reflection. And in Tofino, trust me, you will find plenty of opportunities to shoot crazy beautiful reflections.
Hmm.
And of course, if you can combine a reflection shot with a Tofino sunset, you have a killer shot.
Yeah, even better.
At least in my book, those are the ones that I remember and that I love the most. The sunsets in Tofino to us are extra special. Every time they just take your breath away, and we just love to watch the sun sink into the ocean. And that, of course, is not only in Tofino; that is pretty much in any ocean. But Tofino is just that special place.
Yeah. Do you have any like a special beach that you like to go to there, or
Yes,
yeah?
yes. We have a couple of those. I will mention them in a second. I
Okay.
have a short list that I want to give. So watching those Tofino sunsets just gives you that, and this is in general. It's not just in Tofino. A sunset in general gives you that a sense of gratitude and satisfaction. Of that moment, you get rid of any distractions and feel so present in the moment that it's truly inspiring. That's one of my favorite moments.
Yeah.
And that is what I hope that my pictures reflect, that sentiment that you feel during a sunset.
Yeah.
So, as I mentioned before, pretty much anywhere you go to in Tofino, you can take amazing shots. So, I would suggest to those who haven't been yet, when they go, and they should go, to explore as much as they can and enjoy it. For us personally, we always end up on Long Beach. That's just a breathtaking beach, and as it says, it's really long. It is really long. Once we walked only half of it, and we actually thought we had reached the end of the beach already. And that was a no. We were just halfway. So the boys, my teenagers, they were, let's turn back. So we did that. And they were happy we did because they thought that walk was a bit too much of a good thing.
Yeah.
But next time we will make them walk the entire beach. I think it's 20 kilometers or something. It's insane.
Wow.
Yeah, we also love Mackenzie Beach. It's a great beach, especially for families with kids and for dogs, which we have one as well. And that beach is definitely one of my favorite places to capture those sunsets. And I have to admit, of course, I mostly miss out on the sunsets in Tofino because I like to sleep in,
Yeah.
so I never wake up on time.
Or you mean the
My wife,
sunrises?
the sunrise, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
For the sunset, I'm still awake
Yeah.
most of the time.
Hope so.
The sunrise is for my wife because she loves to wake up early, and
Yeah.
I take the sunset. So because I don't go to sleep too early.
Hey, Yuri, is there a picture that is kind of like your favorite in Tofino?
Oh yeah, I mean I have a few favorite ones, but I took a shot on July 17th this summer when we were in Tofino, and I used a wine glass. Put it
Okay.
on the foreground, and the background is Mackenzie Beach actually, and a beautiful sunset. And the sunset itself, the sky, it reflects in the wine glass.
Yeah, I made
So
it
the
upside
focus,
down too.
yeah, that's the reflection.
Yeah.
It's perfect, and the focus is on the upside down sunset in the glass wine. So that is definitely one of my favorite ones, and I love to play around with those kind of things that you can put a subject, object, and you play around with it. So I have a one, two, three, four sunsets in this picture. So yeah, that's absolutely my favorite one. I took it on July 17th,
Yeah.
so that's one to check out.
Yeah, we'll definitely post that up onto YouTube for people to see as well. Yeah, that is a really nice shot. I love how the sunset flips around in the
Yeah,
because you have water in it, right?
yeah, yeah,
Where's
exactly.
that wine?
Watery wine.
Whatever. Yeah.
Now I have to say that this picture, I took at least 30 different versions of this one. I had the glass laying down, sunset through the on the bottom of it without water, with water,
Hmm.
so, and here I tried the water line is actually on the same line as the horizon, so that's why you get that upside down
I see.
feel and
Yeah.
reflection. So yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
How about you, Al?
Well, I actually have a shot of Tofino on a sunrise with the untouched beach. It's actually it's a really nice shot. But yeah, I'm going to talk about mission. I go on hikes a lot, so today maybe I'll focus on a couple of my mission hikes that I've done recently. It's kind of funny because I always head kind of west for my hikes or north and do the hikes around here, or maybe I head up to Squamish or head up to
Mm-hmm.
Whistler. Or so this year I kind of focused a little bit on moving to east and hitting the kind of the Chilliwack and Mission and Hope kind of areas and Maple Ridge. But this time I'll focus a little bit on Mission. What I liked there, I did the Hunter's Trail. Hunter's Trail was pretty cool. It takes about, I guess I'm kind of average, so it takes about an hour and 15 to get up the hill, and you're basically going up a logging hill. So it's relatively a boring hike, but let me tell you, at the end there, when you come out to look at that view of those mountains, there's a big opening. You could just see the view, and it's just absolutely stunning. So that's one thing I can suggest is maybe going up the mission, and if you're interested in a hike and kind of a boring one, but not so, you're not going up paths and or anything like that or through trees and all that stuff. It's just straight logging road, and you basically go up there, and I tell you that view at the end is really nice. It's about an hour and 20 minutes to get up, and about an hour, and it took us longer that day. We took Scooby with us, and because normally on hikes we would go through trees and all that, so it wasn't that hot. Wouldn't be that hot, but then that day for some reason I didn't know like we were going to be exposed to the sun that much, so Scooby was a little bit drained from that. So we took our time. I gave him the water, and we took a little rest here and there. But I could tell
Yeah.
he was kind of beat up. so so like he's not young anymore. He's 8, right? So
Yeah.
anyways, that's one of the hikes that I found like really nice to go to. It was and the view at the end is just amazing. I
I'm
posted that view, yeah, on
I'm looking at it now.
yeah,
Yeah.
within last week actually. I posted it in 6 days ago.
Yeah.
So that was like my fourth picture in, and the view of those mountains and the ice
That is
cap.
amazing.
It's really nice. It's just, yeah, you could spend a nice chunk of your time just staring at that and wondering, like
Yeah.
endless mountains almost, right? And a nice, lake down there as well. Then I can talk about Steelhead. So Steelhead Falls is another one that is around the same area basically. I posted 2 pictures of Steelhead. If you're listening to this on YouTube, we'll share our pictures on there. It's just so you guys can get a grasp of how it looks like. I posted one on August 26th, and then I posted the other one on August 12th. And those falls are pretty cool. It's a very short hike. You only take about 15-20 minutes to really get up there. The thing that was different for me that day was we actually bumped into a bear.
Oh
So
yeah.
we didn't bump into it, but we were going down into this path to get to a kind of a metal bridge. I wanted to see how the creek looks like because I'm always interested in creeks too. I think just sometimes creeks look pretty damn amazing in pictures. Don't ever, second guess yourself to think that, oh, maybe it's just a creek. It's not going to give you any pictures or opportunity for a shot, but you should take it anyways and kind of play with it.
Definitely.
Yeah. And I noticed that sometimes my creek pictures are better than like a lake or a river picture that I took,
Yeah.
or even a waterfall. So this time we went to Steelhead, and we're gonna go down to this steel bridge. And next thing you know, you hear these people throwing rocks, and you hear this banging, and you hear somebody go, "Go away!" And I was like, what did we do, right? And then I'm like, well, I bet you anything, there's probably a bear down there.
Were they throwing the rocks at you or
No,
at the
no,
bear?
no, 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 no chucking rocks on me. I was too far away. So, yeah, we just noticed, we heard all that. So I'm guessing, yeah, you know what, it's a bear. So let's turn around. So we turned around and got out of there. But we still were able to go see the falls first. This was kind of a diversion after the falls. With those Steelhead Falls is really neat because you have an overview of the falls, or you can kind of take a picture of it, or you can actually climb down. There's actually a safe route to climb down into the falls and to get a nice head-on shot of the falls.
Mm-hmm.
Not a whole lot of people do that, but it is safe, and I wouldn't recommend something that's dangerous for people to do or slip and fall. But this is something that if you take care of yourself and do it, calmly and just walk down the rock path there, it's just a few feet down, and you can get down right to the head of the falls,
Oh,
and it
okay.
makes for a really nice picture like the one I shot on August 12th. Again, you got to pick the time of year to go. You want to go closer to the spring, or maybe even more during the rainy season, so there's some water coming down. I've been to falls before where I'm anticipating a big gush of water, but
Yeah.
it ends up being a trickle, and those are kind of boring, right? I remember asking one of my fellow Instagrammers about a fall, and she told me where it was, and I went to go see it. And of course, when I got there, it was just small trickles, but in her picture, it looks quite amazing. And I was like, oh, damn, came here at the wrong time.
Yes.
Yeah, and I did that with another Instagrammer too, where I recommended one of those Hope Flood Falls, and when I was there, it was quite amazing. But then when I sent him there, it was kind of like just a trickle, so it wasn't really so floody. So, yeah,
You
that's about it
have to
for.
choose. You have to have timing.
Yeah, everything is timing, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that goes with the sun too. It goes with your sunsets and sunrise. Everything has to be timed well. When you're really enthusiastic about capturing that perfect shot, everything is going to be timed a little bit, unless you kind of spot things and go, well, there's a picture right there. But if you don't, it's everything almost has to be calculated. Do you want to catch the morning fog? Do you want to catch the sunrise? Do you want
Oh
to
yeah.
catch a sunset? Do you want the sun to be over the falls? Do you want, like everything's got to be calculated. I
Yeah.
feel more calculated than it's not, right?
Yeah. 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 It
Yeah.
takes preparation to have that special shot.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And that goes with like the sakura trees, like the cherry blossoms, and same goes with all the autumn trees out there right now. If you go too early, you're not going to capture the full color of it. Right now, it's probably better. A couple more weeks, those trees are going to look like bright red,
Yeah.
or orange or gold or something like that. And it's all about waiting game and seeing when the right time is. You go too late, then all the leaves are gone.
Yeah.
So it has to be calculated for sure. So do you have anything to add to this, Yuri?
Just maybe in regards to the fall, because that of course is one of my favorite times to take pictures.
Hmm.
And as well, if you take a look at my feed, you will see that there are plenty of fall leaves in my pictures, and I just truly love that season.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of looking forward to the next few weeks where we go out and find ourselves some beautiful fall leaves.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
we'll talk about that in one of our episodes too, where we go for
yeah,
those shots. This way,
yeah,
everyone else can, if they like to go to that place, they can.
definitely.
Or if they're visiting the Vancouver areas, at least we're telling you where to go, or where we go, anyways. Yeah,
What we will do. Yeah.
yeah. I love those shots that you just put a leaf on somewhere on a lake bed or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I noticed those shots in your thing. I like those a lot, or the
Yeah, those
reflection
are
of it.
definitely one of my most liked
Yeah,
pictures as well. I
yeah,
have one on Bunsen Lake, and as well with a bit of a sunset. It was cloudy that day, but yeah, it's people love those pictures, and so do I. So that's great.
yeah. Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay, so again, we want to thank you all for listening. Again, if you like our show, please kindly subscribe or follow. Hit the like button and notification button. And also, like I said before, we're not really tied down to any topics here. So if you want to recommend us to talk about something, or if there's something you want to know that on, based on our opinions, or something to do with Instagram, please send us a DM and we'll gladly look into it and we'll give it some thought and probably put it in one of our episodes.
definitely.
Yeah. So that's it for today, and I thank you for listening again. Have a great night.
Thank you, guys.